I tell all my stories about my grandkids, because once you have grandkids, you forget your kids' names. Me and Brent have the same thing. We have 5 children, right? I haven't adopted one like he has. But here's what I want you to do. Here's what I'm going to write some numbers down. Ocho tomate. That's not real deep, is it? Can you guys see that from close? Now watch this. Somebody tell me what the headings should be on each one of these. Where's my bean counters?
Monthly, annual.
There you go. There you go. Who is talking? Oh, okay, dude. Were you a bean counter before?
No.
No, because most realtors can't even take 3% of something. Okay, so this is monthly, right? This is annual. This is a percentage, and what is this? This is what you have to have in savings. At 4% of that is $36,000 a year. Let's just be blunt, okay? The reason I use 4%, if you guys go to a financial analyst, not financial analyst, what are they called? Financial something? Yeah, fill in the blanks for me every time I talk. Okay, just fill it in, Jen. So they will tell you when you retire, you can take 4% out. Have you guys been to one recently? Do they not say that? Anybody that's been there, right? At my age group, they go in and they go, by the way, you can save $900,000, but I'm going to only allow you to take 4% out a year, or $36,000, or $3,000 a month. Because if we take more than 4 when you start to retire, it might not last. Everybody get my concept? Okay. How many people right now, let's just stop at $3,000 a month. Would $3,000 a month change your life? Raise your hand. I don't know about you, but if I had $3,000 a month coming in without me not doing anything. In other words, yes, 2 hands. In other words, it's like we have $900,000 in the bank. Everybody with me? This isn't hard, thank you. So you have 2 choices in life. You can either save $900,000 after taxes. Ooh, how's that? Did that kind of hurt? That kind of hurt? It's kind of like going to the hemorrhoid commercials. You know, did that hurt? So in other words, what I'm saying, guys, I've coached I haven't coached as long as these, but I've actually helped real estate agents. I've been a team leader and a regional director for Keller Williams, and I was at Realty Executive since 1989. Since most of the people in here have not been alive. But since 1989, I've been coaching agents, and I say, when are you going to retire? Guess what they tell me? Never. 5 or 10 years. And then I meet you 5 years from now. I say, when are you going to retire? 5 or 10 years. And that has been going on my whole doggone career. Okay? Now, 4 years ago, I met Glenn Sanford here in Austin, Texas, and I owned 6 Keller Williams offices. 3 in California, 1 on the East Coast, 2 in Texas. I owned a region for Keller Williams. Loved Keller Williams. Was there 21 years. I bled red. Right now I'm wearing red underwear. I mean, I was a red dude, right? You cannot get somebody, me and Susan and I are a team. Everybody said, oh, there's 5 people at Keller that will never leave. Gary Keller, Mo Anderson, Gene and Susan Frederick. We were one of them, right? Then I meet Glenn Sanford, and he shows me a way that I can help every agent in America make that. Residual. You guys don't know me and Susan? We are not in this for the money. We are in this to have every single doggone real estate agent in America be able to have a way out. That's why EXP is working. You want to see how we can do that? Watch this. Yeah. Oh, that's Nicole. So I want you to put you guys right here. That's your name, right? Now, all our careers, by the way, I owned 6 Keller Williams offices. I was the owner. I was a regional director. I got money off the top. But every model I've ever been involved in, money gets taken off the top and given to who? The broker or the international company, because it's called, what's it called, royalty fee? Sorry, we don't have them at EXP, but that's what most people do, right? And they take it off and they give it to the owner. What we do is we take money off the top and give it to the agent. How many in here are agents? Raise your hand. Which model do you like better? The one that's going to take money and give it off to the agent? That's why, by the way, you don't have to write this down like everybody's saying write this down, just remember it. Malcolm Gladwell wrote a book called Blink. Blink, everybody blink at the same time. Okay, now you'll remember it, right? You've blinked. And in the book, Blink, he talks about if you've been doing something for a long time, it's usually called women's intuition. I'm a guy, we don't have it. But when I saw this model 4.5 years ago, my blink was, it's gonna work. It had 400 agents. 400 agents. And I came home to Susan, I said, I think I just found Netflix. She said, what are you talking about? I said, if you knew Netflix existed, would you own a Blockbuster? And she goes, no. And I said, we own 6 of them. Do you understand as an owner, when you realize if you're at Blockbuster and you know Netflix existed, what would you do? I sold all 6 offices and I sold the region. I sold a big Blockbuster. Got news for you, that look, Jen, that look was not good by Susan when I said, I think we need to sell everything we spent 21 years building. Try that one out, guys. Go home tonight and try that out on Mama. And I got news for you. Susan looked at me like, with that look, like, you have got to be kidding. We just built, by the way, in Austin, our 3rd last home. Have you guys ever done one of those? It's our 3rd last home. So here's you. How do you get $3,000 a month? This is how simple it is. Huh, Nicole? Okay, here's you as you're selling real estate. It's a big myth. We want everyone in EXP selling real estate. It's the biggest myth I've heard from our competition. Well, they just want you to do some, recruit people. I go, what are you talking about, dude? We just got 5 of the top 15 RE/MAX teams in all of Texas in the last 6 months. 5. It's $1 billion total in sales. We're about production first and attraction second. So here's you, right? Jen, I'm going to use you. Let's do a 2-year plan. Anybody like 2-year plans? In 2 years, you put your name there, you attract 6 agents, 3 this year and 3 next year. Raise your hand if you could do that. Raise your hand. Come on, come on. It's not hard. You're selling real estate. They're going to ask you, by the way, if you're in a market that EXP isn't, thank the Lord. Because what they're going to say is, who in the heck's EXP? And you're going to go, cool, right? It's called opportunity. So you have 6 people. Now, everybody knows what our cap is, right? Our cap is 16,000. Everybody's on an 80-20 split until you cap out at 16. We do not have a royalty fee. Now, who's on the East Coast or West Coast? Raise your hand. That is cheap, right? East Coast, West Coast, when I say $16,000 cap, I've had people go, you had me at 16. It's kind of like that one movie, you had me at hello. You had me at 16. In the Midwest, $16,000 cap's kind of normal, right? Everybody's been doing it. So guess how much we're going to give you. Let me see, what's your name? You're really nice. Michelle, I'm sorry. I usually meet everybody before I talk, but I had meetings this morning. So Michelle, guess how much we're going to give you as a thank you? It's like a referral fee. Off the top every year, as they close homes, let's pretend they're all going to pay in the 16. They don't have to. Just for my purposes, I want to give you the most you can make out of the 16. So Michelle, as a referral for you, we're going to give you how much of that? $2,800. Pretty good referral fee, huh? 2,800 times 6. Now you'll know why I use the number 6. Thank you. Bean counter in the back. Somebody with a calculator. So I said, look in 2 years, you attract 6 people, 3 a year, pays for your cap. You're at 100%. True 100%. Don't you love when you say, oh, I'm at 100% company? And I said, you're at 100% company? What's the 100%? Well, I got to pay this, right? I go, it's not a 100% company. This is. Now, Michelle, I'm going to tell you this. In real life, what's going to happen in 2 years, and I've got people here that'll tell you, I'm conservative. In 2 years, those 6 people will bring 6, 1 apiece. Is that conservative or not conservative? Thank you. I just want to let you know that I like to be conservative on this because people go, oh yeah, you're talking about big numbers. Watch this. Guess how much money, Michelle? By the way, these 6 people could be anywhere in the United States. 4 provinces in Canada. We're in all 50 states. And of course, you know, you heard Brent Meister when he said, we're going to go all over the world, right? We're going to go into about 3 countries this year. Can't tell you which ones. They'll probably be announced in June. Now, what I'm going to tell you is a thank you. By the way, you spent a lot of time referring these 6, but they got 1 apiece in 2 years. Guess how much we're still going to reward you, because, you know, these people get $2,800 on them, right? But we got to give you, what do you think it should be, Michelle? Did nobody say anything?
Double that.
I like you. She said double that. But it's $3,200. Most people say it's 50% of that, right? The most common thing is that, well, it's going to be half 30, you know, because, you know, you didn't attract them. And this is when Glenn Sanford, watch this, $19,200. That's $36,000 a year. $3,000 a month. Most people think in monthly, don't they? Right? And so for 12 capping agents, I've changed your life. You all said you could do it. It's real. What's cool is there's going to be someday, there'll be a book written about us, and it's going to be how we gave real estate agents freedom. I don't like the word, you know, everybody talks about wealth, but what really wealth is what? Freedom. That's it. That's all it is freedom. To make choices. I have not looked at a bill in years. I don't look at expenses because I don't need to. It's freeing. I don't know what the gas prices are in Georgetown, Texas. Right? So, everybody okay with this? Now watch this. There's a 3rd level, a 4th level, a 5th level, a 6th level, and a 7th level. I'm just talking about the first 2. Do you think these people might know people? Yes. Think these people might be? Now let me tell you why this is big. When Glenn first showed this to me, I went, wow, it's more money than the first. He said, Gene, I want it to be the best teamwork we've ever seen. So what's that mean? That means, you know, when Tim and Julie call, and they said, Gene, we've got one. I want to do a 3-way call with you with somebody from Des Moines, Iowa. I said, sure, set it up. I'm on the call. We're all going to help each other. Okay? Does that, how do you like this one? Is that one good? Now, is that all doable? Say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. That's how doable it is. Watch this. Can I do one more?
Yes.
Don't you like this? Don't you like standing up more than sitting down? It's like, you know, oh my gosh, you know, I feel like Ironside. Do you guys remember that one? Okay.